Hello viewers, Experience Speaks. Viewers, hope you would have seen the first three parts of my review, which covered the context building, paint, standard accessories, controls, steering, transmission, engine, NVH, braking and fuel efficiency of Kushaq. In this part 4 of my review, I would be covering the cabin space, headroom, legroom and sitting stance of Kushaq. Now I come to the next category, which is the height of the seat and the cabin space. The height of the seat is such that for an average person, he has to neither jump up or lower down to sit. He has to just slide in. That is the comfort. It is just perfect. I remember in my Tata Sumo, or even for that matter Toyota Innova, you have to slightly climb up the seat, and while getting out of the vehicle you have to climb down. In my Chevrolet Cruze, you have to actually lower down, and at my age my knees pain when I lower down in that vehicle. In Skoda Kushaq, sliding in and sliding out is very comfortable. The leg space is ample. My height is 6 feet and I weigh almost 110 kgs. I use the driver seat. I have been in the rear passenger seat and there is no discomfort whatsoever. Leg space is enough and the thigh support is also very nice. The seats are hugging, fairly hugging, and they give you that kind of comfort that on long drives, once you slide out of the vehicle after covering say 300 kilometers, 400 kilometers, you don't get that kind of backache or blood circulation problem in your legs, which happens in many vehicles. That is the beauty of the stance. From the driver's perspective, the view from the front windscreen is fairly commanding. It gives a clear view of the road ahead, both during the daytime and during the night drivings. The pillar A does not obstruct your view as it does in many other cars I've seen, especially when you slide the seat back, farthest back. Then for the front driver or co-passenger seat, the pillar A impairs the vision. But in Skoda Kushaq, it has been so designed that I have never found this to be impairing my vision as far as the road ahead is concerned. I hereby conclude my review in the part 4 of the video, and would encourage viewers to see my part 5, which would be covering the body proportions, boot space, suspension, drivability and roadside assistance experience on Kushaq.